Welcome to Fail5. I'm Matt and I get exactly 5 attempts to beat a completely absurd challenge. If you love roguelike deck builders, you're in the right place. And with Slay the Spire 2 on the horizon, there is no better time to dive back into the king of them all, Slay the Spire. Today's rule: I can only play cards that cost 2 energy or more. Everything else? Forbidden. You see the rules on the screen. If this is even beatable, I have no idea. So tell me in the comments right now. Do you believe in me, or is this another Fail5? There's not much to say about the first few attempts. The very first run ended immediately after I swapped a card and didn't get a 2-cost card. So it's obvious with just one playable card that deals 8 damage you will not kill any enemy. Let's quickly discuss why I chose the Ironclad. First of all, if you look at the 4-cost, 3-cost and 2-cost card, you see a lot of cards, so that's already a good sign. So other classes don't have that many options. But for most you have a win condition. Demon Thorn, Heavy Blade alone is like a win condition for long fights. There are also some decent options like Searing Blow, so if you just upgrade it multiple times you have probably 80 damage. Flame Barrier, defense option as well, like Impervious, which is 1 block for the whole turn. And then there is a lot of good common cards, Bash, and also to apply Weak is very good. Especially in the early fights, you just need more than 1 card to play, and with 4 common cards, so no other class has 4 common cards that deal decent damage. So I think it's just the perfect setting for success, I would say. So let's jump into the second run. So let's have a look on the second run. It looked a little better. I actually got a 2nd damage card. But yeah, it wasn't enough for multiple enemy encounters with full health. So after the 1 HP bony from the start, I immediately ran into 2 unhealthy fights back to back. So yeah, even a couple of small slimes were enough to kill a run. But let's talk about the third run, the one that actually went deep. So we start the third run. Man. So I will probably take again 1 HP. It's always good to have this, just to have free fights that are free and possibility to get free cards, or at least 1 good card would already be very, very good. Just try to take no or nearly no damage in the first fights. But as you see, with a little bit bad luck, you already get some damage in that you cannot reheal. But with Heavy Blade, I would say it's a very good start. I obviously try to go for a free elite. I also will take this. Oh, nice. I can directly remove this curse. It's always good to remove a lot of cards because then the density of the deck or the quality is very good. So Mayhem is allowed, so it will just play me 1 free card every turn. So it's just a genius card to pick up. So I think this is a very good start in the run. And I probably should choose to buy a potion, so I will go for the healing potion just to have something that can save me in the worst case. So Mayhem I cannot upgrade, this is for sure, so this is sad, but I can try to transform a bad card or just remove a bad card that I anyway can never play. So I think the risk of transforming... Oh! Very nice, I get another damage card. I mean, this is just the perfect start, and now I have a free elite. I mean, it's not obviously fully free because I will take some damage, but at least Oh, also nice. Already the power card saved me some life. And now I can finish this fight off. Yeah, it's... Juggernaut could be an interesting card, but I will not get a lot of block cards, so I have to skip. As you see, the relic is not really that helpful, especially in this situation. So we'll go for the right path, because I don't want to face another elite. So I will just smith the Carnage or the Bash. Yeah, the Bash is probably more worth it right now. And let's see. Oh, I actually missed the free boss. I hope I get another one. I just have to... Oh no, I gotta fight. Oh, that was probably a huge mistake. Ooh, because this would be another free elite, and now I just have to hope. I mean, obviously an additional card is very, very good. Oh no, that was terrible from myself. This was really a FailFive action. Yeah, obviously all these cards are terrible. But at least to exhaust some unnecessary cards can be probably good. Let's see. I mean, Bash is very essential. Already here, like, one big problem is that you can really just play one card per turn, and I mean, you see, I will die very, very quickly, so I will need this healing potion actually. So Carnage is just really, Carnage Plus is saving, it's just saving me. No additional cards for my deck. I will go again for the question marks. I mean, just to have more healing is really essential, so that's really a relic that I love to see. So I will directly kill one. And hope that I don't get a lot of damage here. Yeah, it was just 1 damage at the end, if you calculate. Yeah, so now the decision, do I heal or smith? I mean, I can take 1 hit from the big boss. So that would mean that probably I can smith. But I think healing would be more safe, I would say. Okay, let's go into this fight. So Mayhem at the start is just a genius start. I mean, it's not genius, but it's very lucky. And Carnage is obviously a very good follow-up. The split is already quite near, so 70 is the split, so the splitting time is always like quite important. So for example, should I split now here? Could I split here? Yeah, with the attack potion I could split here and don't take the 35 damage. But it's probably not even necessary. That was not really a good turn. And now really the deck size and the many slimed cards, the status cards, start to really, make this fight really hard. So I tried to keep potions in this fight, even if the slimes are also like, their life is dependent on which HP you split them. But probably it's necessary. I mean, with the many slimed status cards in the deck, you probably want to have a additional card just to be on the safe side to split an enemy at any time. As you see, I try to play or distribute the damage a little bit because I want to have the ability to split both of the enemies. Obviously, like the block is not really doing a lot. Or a lot the fragile, I think as it's called. So really just like the weak is disturbing my fight. And it doesn't look great. So I think I have to take the healing potion. Yeah, there's no other way. I think this fight, I could probably play it a lot better. Probably the attack potion and the splitting point would be the better option. And with this, we are able to choose a new card. I think like here really Reaper is the only option. I mean, it's not really a good card because we don't have strength scaling. Double potion is not that good because we just want to have more energy. So therefore I decided for the energy potion that gives me one more energy. Let's see at the path. So I will go on the right path. And let's see if I have enough damage in this first fight. So often in this first fight you see if there is a possibility that you have not enough damage or your deck is too weak. You see that very quickly here. Mayhem still is a great card, as already can heal a little bit, and I think like the damage output is very okay, even if I take some damage here. The fight is fast over, so that is a good sign. If you can kill this enemy very fast, this always is a good option. Sadly I cannot take this cards and I also cannot get checks. So I just will transform a card, 2 cards, and ooh, what I have here, an additional damage card. So obviously we have Mayhem and a few strong cards now. The target should be to very quickly get rid of a lot of cards in my deck, so that also Mayhem will play in average better cards. For now I will just try to kill one of these. This is one fight where it's very nice to see which opponent attacks, because then you can really focus on this one to kill, or probably also focus on that one that strengthened himself. But you see that anyway after the action, so this is something that you have to look very closely. But the fight now should be over. I can even heal a little bit. But you see already that like the output of damage that I'm doing is good, but I also take a lot of damage. So Reaper is a card that could help there, but there is also the problem that I have no strength scaling. So here you should probably think about weak potion, because you know that he will deal a lot of damage. And we discussed this in the beginning that I can play also cards that cost less than 1 when they originally cost 2 or more in this fight. So I also can play like a 1-cost card, but I'm not really sure if in this fight it was actually necessary. So as before explained, I will just go for a slimmer deck. And now the upgrade, obviously I should go for a 2-cost card because you play them more often, because you can play them together, but this rare card with 42 damage is just too good. I think I can go for, or try at least, to beat the heart, and this relic dexterity is not doing anything for me because I didn't have access to any defensive card so far. So here the question is, should I go for a very quick kill, what I tried here, and accept that I will get a lot of damage in this fight, or in the second part of the fight, because I can not block. Here is a very hard decision between like playing 2 cards, what I finally decided on, or just play 1 heavy card. But as you see, I think it finally pays off. I can kill him in the next turn. And I go on my next floor, which is also a very inconvenient opponent normally. But if you can kill him very quick, probably even get some health back. But not this time. But it was overall like a good fight. But still no good cards anymore. Like for a long time I don't get a lot of good cards. So Blood for Blood is an interesting card. It starts with 4, so it is allowed in the rules. And it can go below 2, obviously. And it's still allowed because it originally costs 4. So Blood for Blood is a really strong card in like long fights. It especially helps me in these long fights to get an additional attack in. But I should really also go for like removing cards, what I have done here. Like the relics are not that powerful. I still have like 3 good potions in my hand. And I will go for the book. And it's the perfect book. I mean, it's really just a perfect book. If you play a second cost card or higher, it will be played a second time. So it's the only thing at the moment that scales, if you want so. Because like otherwise I really would need like strength scaling for exactly these fights. Like 400 health is brutally, because like with just dealing 20 to probably 30 damage in average per turn, sometimes probably a little bit more, sometimes less, depending on your draw. It's really not possible to beat these final enemies that deal like at least 20 damage per turn. I mean, of course, they have some turns that they don't make damage, but you really need a scaling. And it was the right decision, even though I had not clearly in mind what all these books have for effects and if all help me. But I just had in mind that probably for this challenge, it's really important to go for it. And after like you go for the half damage, he will increase his strength. So this is the situation where you very quickly have to kill him. But as you see, this book really helps. I mean, I deal like over 60 damage with like just with the first card I play. And it was at the end quite an easy fight. I think without the book, it would be the ending of this run, because I had no scaling. But I can continue. Another really important question is, like, do I find a good relic? Fenfire is just obvious. It can get rid of like a lot of shitty cards that I have. Wounds is acceptable. I can get rid with it, but also like it's just always too nice to like see if you can get good relics out of this random shit. And as you see, it's nice. I mean, I get like 1 strength. I mean, that's not a lot, and a little bit more of max HP that probably helps me at the last fight. Probably it was not worth, because 1 energy more would allow me to play a 3 cost on the 2 cost card together. And obviously this is, in these special cases where you have these 2 cards, this one and Bash together, to play both of them is just genius. So now the question is really, do I kill one directly? Or should I have just play bash 2 times? I think it was the right decision here. Also, these are fights where I like to see the actions of the opponents. It's nice to see again if you should kill one of these. And I mean, that was just really good that I directly killed this one. And the fight is, I think, over. Yes, it's over. That was a very clean fight. And draw 3 cards is very strong in the most decks. It's probably stronger than an artifact. But still, I'm a little bit struggling with like scaling and a little bit with like the density of my deck. So like, there are now a lot of 2-cost cards, as you can see, so that's good. But some of them are really falling off, like Heavy Blade is doing really nothing. I mean, it was, I think, the first card that I took, and it was also important that I took it for obvious reasons. Because in the beginning you don't know which strategy you will follow. But I think on a second Heavy Blade, I'm not so sure. I will skip it. Because like, it is not a good card. I mean, I can play it, but I can now play over half of my deck, especially if I get rid of my curses. Can I get rid of my curses? No, not really. No. So these 2 curses will always be in my starting deck. But yeah, I just have to skip it. And now the merchant, really important. So I think like Echo Backhoe is not really good. The Mango is obviously a very good. It helps me a lot to tank more. And also in addition with like the healing pillow, this helps me a lot to stay always healthy. So these are now like in the 3rd act. These opponents really have a lot of health. So it's just like a ticking bomb always if you're faster than them to kill them before you take a lot of damage. And also the book helps obviously a lot. Also the weakening is helping. But as you see, I deal really a lot of damage. So if I draw correctly, then I always have like a first turn or like a turn where I can deal like 60 damage with the book. And this is really, really great. So I'm not so sure about this decision. I mean, I took it very quickly because weak is my only defense at the moment, but I already had like 2. So it was just like, oh, I pick every 2-cost card that I can, or that seems good, and it was upgraded, so I was very quick to just take it. But now, like when I play this opponent, I realized that it makes my deck actually worse. That was quite funny. I exhausted like this a curse 2 times, and it 2 times came back. And as you see, I really still deal a ton of damage. I'm still not using my potions very good. So here the question really should be, should I take this card? But I think after like I realized that the last card was already a mistake, I will skip it. Let's see if I can get another good card. Like Magnetism is not a good card because you get new cards, but they don't cost 2. So they will just stay in your deck and fill your deck up and are not helpful because most of the neutral cards cost less, and because they don't originally cost more than 2 or 2, they are not allowed to play. So the rules are quite clear here. The mirror would be a nice addition, but I have not enough money because like Mayhem, to play a second Mayhem would probably be genius for scaling. Also, it doesn't help with the book probably because you cannot control as good as you want which card is like duplicated. This is a very hard opponent. To weaken him here would be probably not necessary because he's already weakened. I luckily saw that last moment. So I think this fight, because you only deal damage, is not really a problem. You should take no damage here, only if you draw very unluckily. For example, this is an unlucky draw, but at least with weak, it should be 0. So that was good. And finally, a defensive card. I obviously wanted to take it. I will not go into any... oh, that would be nice earlier. So obviously, I don't go into any risk here and will go into another elite because I think it would just be stupid to do this. So let's see. I have not enough money. Uppercut is probably a good card because it helps to get the weak and the vulnerable in place. But obviously, I think the upgrade is also a nice idea, but it doesn't help with Mayhem, but with all other cards. But I already have a lot of upgraded cards. So just get rid of one strike is probably just the best option here. So I will... yes, let's try. I mean, I still can try to beat the heart at the end. So I will go for it. I think this will be a very hard fight because they deal a ton of damage. So here the question is, do you go directly for the kill and accept that you will take more damage? Or do you just kill like 2 of the 2 swords and then the 3rd sword and then make the fight very, very long? So I think like killing both swords is probably the right decision. Here also killing the sword directly and taking damage from the boss, because normally in the second round he attacks. Yeah. So he's not weak yet, so that would be probably very nice also to take, to make him like over 80 damage would also be nice, but I mean it's just 60 damage and weak, so I think it's the stronger option. Especially in long terms. Oh, now he's vulnerable. Is he already dead? Let's see. Probably Fend Fire? No, it's not enough. But I will still go for it, or should I probably defend? Let's see. Probably defend would be the better option. I would save some, at least some. Yeah, I can heal a little bit up. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Impervious. Yeah, very good and strong card. That will help me a lot. I think resting is the only option here. As you see, the healing pillow and a lot of max HP just is very, very strong. So I think like upgrading, I already have nearly upgraded all cards, and for some of them it would, Mayhem for example, would be bad. So I just decided to fight another boss to get a relic. If I lose a lot of life, then probably I have to heal in the last bonfire, so to say. Very good to have flame barrier here. So I will save a lot of life here and give some damage back. That's very nice. As you see, he's already nearly dead. Carnage is nearly the kill, and after that Fire. Oh, yeah. So that was a clean fight. I mean, this relic is not the strongest. Carnage, always good, I would say. We heal up, for sure. We are full health, that's very good in the last fight. Obviously, we want to kill the small birds as fast as possible, and we have a very good starting hand with Carnage Plus, and with Defend Fire, we can deal with the other one immediately. What is also very good, I mean, even though I exhausted now 2 very good cards in this first turn, I have 4 potions also left, but this fight will not be a piece of cake because this opponent typically deals a lot of damage, especially in the second phase. These attacks get brutally strong because in the first phase he scales mostly with power cards that we don't have because we only play attack cards. But also worth mentioning, we have this is our 3rd try and we still have 2 tries, so if I somehow should fail this fight, I will just restart it twice to get over the line, because this is the rule. This is like a new try, and I think in that state it's very good. Here I decided to take or deal more damage instead of make him vulnerable. I make him also weak, and Mayhem would obviously be a very good choice very early, but also it makes him stronger. So I think I will save it for the second phase. Also, I can control more easily which card gets played doubled. And as you see, I'm already at the finishing line, but the problem is I'm already down at 33 health. I for sure can kill him here. So I will bring him down to 0 and get to the second phase. And the interesting part is obviously, can I take a lot of damage in this phase? I have still Impervious. I will make him weak for 6 turns, or for 3 turns at least. What is at the moment not very good is like that. Obviously, Blood for Blood is just a free attack, it's great. And I will spare the Impervious to a next turn because I know it will not take over, or I will not take over 40 damage normally. This is like, Mayhem is now very, very, I have to play it quickly. I can also use the energy potion and the draw potion to redraw at least some drawing, to try to get to the block card, but my deck is too big, but Offering will help me here. So I think like Offering and then try to play the big block card again and see Blood for Blood, obviously. Probably healing here, but also dealing more damage is... I also know that one of the Carnage Plus will now fade away. That's not something that we want, actually. And as you see in this turn, I'm just dead because like I will not deal enough damage. But I see it's close, so I save and quit to restart this fight. I think the start was good, so I will Fend Fire again. Like here, the problem is probably like that I really exhaust one really good defensive card that would help me in this fight a lot. So if I lose this fight again, I probably should adapt and play this block card instead of Carnage Plus. This would at least be an option. Yeah, so I just predicted the end of this run. So later on I had to again, and at like 60 health of the opponent, restart the fight. So this time I will do it differently. So this time I play the barricade, and I will play Carnage Plus. I will save Fire, so I think like this is the start to go, because I will anyway at the next turn kill the second bird and will not take that much damage from it, but still have like all the good cards. I have the block card left in my deck, and as well Fire Plus, which at the end probably will save me this run. Who knows? Mayhem is also early played. If you retry a fight, it's very important that you do really something differently. One thing is to exhaust other cards, because this changes also your deck a lot. You will draw other cards in the same rounds, and this is something very important. To exhaust Reaper is also like probably good, because it's one bad card less in your deck. And here it's just for sure heavy blade, because it deals a little bit more damage, and weak is not that relevant. And as you see, at this point, Flame Barrier already stops again a lot of damage. And Fire would be an option here to kill the enemy, but I think I will save it for the second phase. And here you see already the decision paying off, because I did not take any damage. And I can just try to kill him. Here is the problem: I would take some damage, and I decide to just reduce it a little bit, because I think it's good. And here I have a dead turn, so that's not good also, because Carnage Plus is exhausted. This was excellent. So I have all the so he's weak, he will take more damage, but also Offering again. Like Offering is just so good, and I think Fire here is, but yeah, I probably should play first this potion, and I exhaust like all of the shitty cards, and yeah, it looks very, very good actually. I have enough block to probably be safe, but I should probably play Flame Barrier as well, because he can deal over 40 damage, but he's also weak. And oh, yeah, it's just over. So I won. Nice. Yeah, so very good run at the end. To make things differently, that already shows how like one decision in a game can change the whole outcome. It was a very fun challenge actually. I would recommend it to those who are a little bit frost tolerated, especially if you don't get like the really good cards that I got. But yeah, this was your Fail5, Matt, your host. Please subscribe to our channel. I will plan to do a lot more indie games, Slay the Spire content, but also other indie games that are in this roguelike deck builder genre. Yeah, so see you around.